I thought it was really important for me to continue the legacy of this music because it's so passionate. It's a culture, it's a community, it's people, it's family. I grew up as a Latin jazz artist, and then when I became Sheila E, I signed as an R&B artist. But growing up listening to salsa my whole life, and it's a challenging, difficult music to play because it's specific to specific beats that you have to play in sections. I wasn't raised to play music in that way. Latin jazz is a little more free. And when I was growing up, my dad met Tito Puente at 18 years young. And so Tito used to come to our house, you know. And when they would play San Francisco in the Bay Area where I was born and raised in Oakland, my dad would go and see him perform. Being able to sit in with his bands in New York when I was 17, 18 years old, like, it was insane because I knew what the music, I knew a lot of the songs by heart, but to play those specific parts, you know, Tito's like, I want you to come play. And I was like, but Grandpa, Godfather, I don't, you know, it's like, Theo, whatever. I don't know, you know, the parts. He goes, it doesn't matter. You just go and you play and you be you. Forget about those guys that you're not playing the right part. You just play who you are, and it's okay. And that was what my dad would do as well. It's like, just be you. And that was really important because I didn't realize how many women musicians there were as far as percussion players. We didn't know very many, maybe one, maybe two. Celia, she's the queen. Like, there was no one like her, not a one. I can't even compare her to, she's not to be compared to. And she was it, she's the only one. And when I was able to meet her in my teens, you know, I just like, oh my God, Celia Cruz. And to be able to perform with her was like ridiculous. It was me being able to sit in at this one show was me, Tito Puente, Celia Cruz, Cachao. Like, it was incredible. And you just, like, you don't take those times for granted. And I just love all of her music. And I said, when I do a salsa record, I'm gonna do a tribute, one song to her. And she has so many, but Bemba Colorado, I just knew that that was gonna be the one because I love when the arrangement goes into a halftime. And I said to Tony, I'm gonna take a drum solo on Bemba Colorado. I'm going to play drums because I don't think anyone has ever played drums on Bemba Colorado, let alone a woman. When I did Bemba Colorado, after Gloria Estefan, the amazing Gloria Estefan, could be the only one to sing that song, after she sang her part, I called her, I said, my sister, you're freaking amazing. Like, no one could sing that. Like, oh my God. I said, now I got to go back in the studio and sing. You know I don't sing Spanish. I'm going in and I'm singing something with you. Like, she's like, yes, yes. She was so excited. I was in Spain when she did her vocal, so I couldn't be in the studio with her. So we're FaceTiming each other. She's in the studio. I'm like, you know. And then I get home and I went into my studio and I said, and this is what I'm hearing. And again, this is the part of me that makes it different and bringing the artist that I am. It's like I started singing 3-part harmonies because most of the salsa, there's 2 parts. But 3-part harmonies, no, we don't do that. Well, we're going to do it on this record. Playing drums on, you're going to play a drum solo, what? It's going to be different. It's the element of who I am, and I hope that people like it. No, I'm not accomplished, and I'll never know enough. I'll continue to be a student of life and learn every single day. There's so much to learn. There's so much to do. I've not made it yet and don't know if I ever will. I strive to be better. I strive to encourage and mentor. I love music. I love the production. I love behind the scenes. I love bringing people together. I love reaching out to especially the young women who are up and coming musicians, not just percussion players and drummers, but women in general playing instruments, even vocalists. And I reach out to people from all over the world at least a couple of times during the week and just texting them and saying, I just want to let you know, keep doing what you're doing. I'm a fan and I love that. And they're freaking out. It's like, this is the next generation. I'm encouraging you to keep moving. We want to find the next Sheila E. We want to find the next Celia Cruz. We want the new music to come. We're looking at the young people to bring this to us. The new model business-wise, as far as the industry, please, somebody come up with a new model, because this model in the industry, as far as what's going on now with the streaming, is hurting us. It's killing us. I think it was really important for me to get this done now, since I'm getting older. My mind says I'm 21 and my body says, no, you're not. So I'm like, I need to do it, because I really feel like I'm playing better than I have in my whole life. I feel like I'm at a good place as far as musically. I'm really proud of this record because of all the musicians and the artists that put everything into this project. This is the best record I've ever done. Hands down. And that's emotional because it took forever to get here to this point. Musically, to be able to do this, and people, they just don't understand how hard that is. It's crazy.